Who's your favorite out of all of us?
Who's my favorite?
Yeah, to DM.
Probably me.
My favorite to DM would probably be Sab. My favorite to write for is probably Tyson McKay. And my favorite to fuck with is probably Fievel.
To be honest, I didn't think I'd make top 3, so this is amazing.
I'm honored.
Well, I mean, it's easy to fuck with Fievel, right?
I do it all the time.
Everyone picks on the mouse. I get it.
He's short. He's got tiny little paws. You know.
Who's Fievel?
Who's Fievel? Yeah, no.
Yes.
I can call him Fievel because I know his real name.
Roll to see who Fievel is.
All will be revealed in the backstory. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dicey D20. My name is Noah, the Dungeon Master, and I will be guiding you guys through a fantastic story today. One that focuses on Rogar Ragnak, our bright lord from the Dicey D20, who is currently in the 2nd episode of his downtime. We previously saw Tyson McKay just absolutely blast through his downtime, do some pretty cool stuff, acquire a wand.
That was supposed to take 10 episodes, and I did it in 3 for you guys.
No, it was supposed to take 3 episodes. He kept to the 3 episodes. It was not supposed to be 10.
No.
But Rogar Ragnak, would you like to tell us a little bit about what you accomplished last episode? Maybe a little bit of an up-to-date little recap for the listeners.
First off, I leveled up to level 5.
Oh, level up in the house. Woot woot.
Yeah. So I just get an extra attack and proficiency bonuses pretty much, and that's about it.
Cool.
But yeah, last episode I got a nice tour of the Knights of the New Moon Club.
Their headquarters, yeah.
Yeah.
You can call it a club. I think it kind of diminishes what they do.
Playboy Mansion.
It's like the Girl Scouts. It's a club. Are they a club?
Got to learn a bit about the history of it, and fought my own Dragonborn self.
Okay, you fought another Dragonborn. You're gonna confuse people who say
it was
you
a
fought
clone
yourself.
of himself.
Yeah, it was a test.
Go to the Dicey D20 website and look at the lore page. It's on there.
Okay, no, everyone, it was not a clone. It was just another Dragonborn. In fact, they were different colors. They had different names. They used different weapons.
You can be a clone and be a different color.
They were born in the same egg.
No, hold up. No, stop. That's just wrong. You can't be a clone and be a different color. Oh my god.
Absolutely can.
No, a clone's like identical.
Prove me right.
How come me and Josh look different and people call us twins?
Yeah.
Because you have different... How come Josh and I look different? I don't know. It couldn't happen to be with the fact that your parents are Lise and Al, and his parents are not Lise and Al. You know?
What?
Yeah,
Do you
different.
know his parents' name?
Why do I call them mom and dad then?
You guys have a different genetic makeup.
We were born in the same egg.
Yeah, the same egg, Noah.
Just like the Dragonborns.
And then we fought each other in a ring.
You know, I have no... I don't know why I care about
I chose
this.
not to eat him to gain strength.
He just took a nibble.
So stupid. Holy fuck. Okay, look. Alright,
so yeah, fought another Dragonborn, and I don't want to say too much, but, you know, I won the fight.
I disagree.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I mean, you did win, so that's good.
I think the other one got more touches.
But well, he got a couple touches. I think you ended up, like, kind of getting the kill shot on him, right?
The Achilles heel.
Yeah.
You murdered him?
Well, no, like the kill shot, like the touch, right? Yeah.
Worst Bright Lord.
Oh my goodness. Okay, regardless, Rogar Ragnak, they left you with a question.
Yeah, and it was to find a quest to help out others, I'm assuming.
Well, it was a quest to prove your courage and your strength and your valor, right?
Yeah.
What do you bring to the table? Let's see it, right?
Okay.
So have you given
So he
that any
unzipped his
thought?
pants.
Besides Scale Rod.
Here's my valor.
I was thinking of solving, like, the homeless problem in the town.
Okay, solving the homeless problem in the town. Okay.
Yeah, like, buying bread wasn't good
Got my
enough.
vote.
Yeah, you're fucking Rogar for president.
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, if you're
2020.
running for mayor, that sounds like a great idea. If you're trying to prove that you're courageous in battle, I'm not sure. I'm going to solve the homeless problem by killing all of
Fight
them.
all the homeless.
Am I good enough for you now, Knights of the New Moon?
Please stop killing them.
That would solve the problem.
That would.
Oh
To be
my-
fair, that would.
Yes.
I mean, it would solve it in the short
It
term.
would.
In the long term, might have some ramifications for you, but
It would bring the
Regardless.
housing pricings up, and
Yeah.
property value would skyrocket.
Just hide in an alley, one at a time. One disappears, no one will care.
Come in the sewer.
I got candy.
Yeah.
yeah, and this is how Rogar
Georgie.
Ragnak became a serial killer. You're listening to Fievel, right? It's like, yeah, just one at a time, just lay low. Wait, no one's gonna notice one homeless person missing. That's how serial killers think. Oh my god. Okay.
I've been thinking about this outside the gate. Don't you worry.
Wait, so is solving the homeless problem not a good idea?
If that's how you would like to go about joining the Knights of the New Moon, I am completely prepared for you to do that. If you
I know.
want to do anything else, I'm completely prepared for that as well.
Just saying that might not be the piece of ass they're looking for, you know?
You're right. You're right.
I know a planeswalker who could use some help.
I don't think.
No.
I don't
There's a
think
mouse
you're not
trapped
there
outside
right
the
now.
gates.
Oh, there is a mouse trapped outside the building.
Oh yeah.
Slay his dragon, aka Jack Bauer.
I have slain a terrible beast, a two-headed toad from the marsh. No, dude, if you want to go for the homeless thing, I mean, go for it. The world has many different, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Just like real life.
No, this is better than real life.
No, there's the homeless people, and then I could go kill the witch, but I feel like it'd be hard.
This is the episode we watch Rogar die.
No, dude, look, man, if you felt like going for homeless people and that was your first instinct, I mean, don't let me dissuade you. I'll tell you if it's something ridiculous and stupid. I was just,
I'll do the homeless thing. I feel like it's a good thing to help the city first, and then
Wow. What a stand-up guy.
do other things outside the city.
yeah, Rogar for mayor. Okay, we should make sure it's called Rogar with Rogar for mayor on it.
I have one on already.
Let's see if he does it first.
Yeah.
Or if he turns to the dark side and starts killing them one by
Oh
one.
my god, you're Anakin.
I should have never stole those kids.
and I slaughtered them like animals.
I picture Fievel as Palpatine, just dressed up in a cloak. Come to the dark side.
Wow. So I have to do a Palpatine voice and a Gollum voice in my backstory.
Yeah.
Wait, why are you doing a Gollum voice in your backstory?
Wait for the episode, Noah.
Oh my god. I should know. I write the episode. Anyways, okay. Whatever. Rogar Ragnak, you find yourself in the courtyard in the back, fenced-in area of the Knights of the New Moon's headquarters. You had just had your little, not sparring session, right? I mean, it wasn't like a fight with Gaiax, the Red Dragonborn, one-handed specialist, weapons master and trainer, the Knights of the New Moon. So you just had your little sparring session with him, and then you guys went and you dealt with you had some weapons that you wanted to acquire, but now you're on to the next. And, you had just spoken with the leader, Wolfhelm. So, you have a lot of different resources. You can speak to Gaiax, you can speak to Wolfhelm to let him know what your plan is. You can go speak to his daughter, right? You can go speak to the pirate.
You can talk to me, and we can have a drink.
Right, I forgot that you guys are going to be doing that for this episode. You can also go talk to, it looks like the Knights of the New Moon have a smithy, as well as many other types of useful people that they have in their employ. So, if you want to go talk to Wolfhelm first, it might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, I think
No.
I'll go do that.
Or the
talk to his
homeless guy
daughter.
to get some intel.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the problem.
There
talk
are
to
no
his
homeless
daughter.
people there, though.
I'm inside.
You're homeless?
I passed the guards. I'm hiding under the floor.
When we get
find
to
that
Fievel's backstory,
really
we'll learn
interesting.
that all 6 of our episodes, he's been just crawling through the castle walls trying to get...
No, that was homeless guy, not Fievel.
Oh, no, the
Fievel's
homeless
stuff.
guy. But you should definitely hit on his daughter first.
I'll stay away from her.
Yeah, don't want to be tempted by no women.
Yeah.
I want to see your flock come
I'm
out.
my fine-ass bread lady girl.
And Arda.
And Arda, yeah.
Please.
And Tyson.
And Tyson, yeah. I will go talk to Wolfhelm.
So Wolfhelm is currently beside the sparring area, watching some other newer initiates, people who may have already done their great deed to gain acceptance into the Knights of the New Moon. Maybe some of them haven't, but Gaiax and Wolfhelm are overseeing some of the training there. As you approach, they both kind of nod towards you. Wolfhelm kind of takes a few steps aside. He's still got that very, it's not a cold demeanor, but it's definitely like a battle-hardened demeanor, right? He's got that gray, wavy hair, but, short-ish, kept in quite a military style, more of a shorter beard and goatee. His armor, right, that he wears almost looks like consistently is a very gray and dullish metal, not anything very flashy, but you can kind of feel that air of importance around him. He looks to you and he says, "Yes, Dragonborn?"
Well, I think I've decided what I'll do for you guys to show my active.
Start shining his shit. My poppy always said.
I learned this from a homeless guy out the gates.
He says,
I thought of a mission.
You are not doing it for us. You are doing it for yourself. Remember that first, Dragonborn.
Sure.
Oh
God.
Okay.
Jerk. He's not a jerk. Oh my god.
I tell him that I want to solve the homelessness problem in the city.
You want to solve homelessness? You think there could be something nefarious?
You want to solve all of them?
No, just in the city.
No, just in the city. Okay, so... Shut up, Josh.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna fucking laugh during it, I know it. Okay. You think there may be something nefarious behind it?
I believe so.
Then you'll be wanting to speak with our court scribe. He is knowledgeable on many things and has access to many texts. Here, follow me.
I follow.
I follow. You head back inside, and instead of going down the hallway to the left, that one with all the portraits of the various commanders of the Knights of the New Moon, which you passed through previously on your way to the commander's office, you instead head right. Here in this room, it's actually the second door on the right. It's fairly large with high ceilings, and there are bookshelves all the way from the ground all the way up to the top of the ceiling. Standing on a ladder, which seems to roll down the sides of either side of the room, there is a man. He is dressed in kind of a white shirt. He's got somewhat of a tan-colored vest on, and he has brown pants and leather boots. He wears spectacles, but he doesn't look to be too much like he's not like a scrawny librarian. He looks like he's fairly fit, has fairly long, wavy hair, and he pushes his spectacles up on his further up on the bridge of his nose. Looks to you and says, "Commander," and he steps down, at a good pace, not wanting to fall or anything like that, but he's definitely not slow in taking his time, and he very quickly bows as the commander enters. Wolfhelm looks to him and says, "At ease," and the man stands up. Wolfhelm turns towards you, and with a gesture of his hand, he says, "Rogar Ragnak, I'd like you to meet Wilmund." And the man kind of steps forward and extends his hand to you. Wilmund is our
Smack
scribe,
it. Spit on it.
librarian.
Spit in your hand and shake it.
Wilmund is our scribe, our librarian, and our researcher, for many of the things which we dispose of are known throughout history, and it's important for our knights. It is important for our knights to know what it is they're up against before they head out into battle.
Okay.
Yeah, homeless people, eh, Ness? Just susceptible to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, burning, poisoning, acid, lightning, thunder, fire.
Starvation.
They also steal your money.
They can't catch disease because they're so dirty.
I don't think you know how being homeless works. Okay.
He lives it every day.
When I was an Argonian in the marsh, one of the things was you couldn't get disease.
Yeah,
the Nords treated me like shit.
Yeah, but you were an Argonian. You weren't a human. I think you weren't getting poisoned because you were an Argonian. Anyways,
Okay,
great Skyrim reference there.
Kill the Argonians.
No, bite them. Spread your dragon scale disease
You want me to
to them
bite
and
them?
cure them of being diseased.
If I bite
forever.
them, there's gonna be acid going in them.
Good.
Okay, regardless, Wolfhelm looks to Rogar and he says, "I'll leave you to it." And he exits.
Don't
promptly.
leave.
Bye.
Wilmund is standing there saying, "New initiate, huh?"
No.
I've been here forever.
Roll me a deception check.
It's a 20.
Okay, he goes, oh, my mistake. I must have never seen you before. What can I do for you, Brother Knight?
This can only go well.
Oh, God. I ask him if he knows anything about the ongoing problem with the homeless people in the city.
Okay, roll me d20.
Yeah, I've been in Nights of the New Moon since day one. So 14.
So he kind of raises his eyebrow to you and goes, what is it to you?
Well, I'd like to solve the problem.
I have a weird fetish.
He looks to you, Rogar, and he says, it's interesting you should ask. I was just going over the blueprints to the city earlier this week, and I found some very odd things occurring. Many of the houses that are becoming, well, they're changing hands quickly, and I don't quite see how it could be happening. You see, I mean, these families and businesses have been here forever, or at least, for generations. And all of a sudden, the owners either sell it off or give it up or just leave, and then they're oftentimes seen within the city walls, just wandering aimlessly. So it does seem to be more than a coincidence, I would say.
Drugs.
Yes, kids, the one thing that can destroy your entire life overnight is drugs.
I ask him what do you think would be the problem of this.
Roll me d20.
It's a 2.
He looks to you and he says, you have no ideas.
I mean, there might be some stuff going inside the city that we don't know about, but I don't know.
I think it's already inside the city. I mean, look here. And he points to one of the southern blocks of Ryberry, and he says, 3 of the houses, side by side, all taken over, all within the same month. I mean, this isn't just happening. You know what I mean? This isn't just one-offs here and there. It would be fine if it was, businesses change hands, families move or change homes, people die, I understand that, but it seems very odd to me that it's happening in such an order. Mm-hmm. Whatever it is, it's already in the city walls, my friend.
I ask him who's the ones that are taking over the houses.
And see, that's where the problem lies, my friend. The banking clan won't give me that paperwork, as it's all considered to be confidential as far as property ownership.
Well, just gonna have to kill a couple bank people.
Oh my. Off to Gringotts we go, Harry.
I would probably suggest a less bloody path.
I agree, I was just kidding.
The one thing I haven't done is spoken to the individuals who have given up their homes, who have vacated their businesses. I'm more of an armchair knight, so to speak.
A coward.
Wow. Wow. Look, man, Willman's job is important, okay? If you don't know how to kill a vampire, you're gonna die, and someone's got to retain that information.
Read, and he's killed a god.
Killed a god.
I guess I'll head out to the streets and start looking for clues.
I just picture Rogar slamming homeless people against the wall. Tell me why you left.
Where are they?
Why are the other drugs coming?
Alright, so he looks to you and he says, be careful, Rogar Ragnak. I am not quite sure why this is happening, but this does not appear to be a foe that I have experienced before. At least not firsthand. It doesn't seem to be killing anyone. It doesn't seem to be destroying anything. So its motives are unknown to me, and until I know more, I can't help you with what it is you're up against.
Damn it. I thank him for his help, and I leave.
Okay, so he looks to you and goes, and he kind of extends his... he kind of extends his hand. It's kind of customary for the Knights of the New Moon to, pay him for his information services. He doesn't really do it for free.
You can give me any information.
Fight him.
I say, here's a gold piece, bud.
Okay, so he takes it and he says, thank you very much. Until next time.
Thanks for being a coward.
Okay, he's not a coward. He's a historian,
bookworm, okay.
and he knows history. I don't know why I have to explain it. Hey man, I studied history, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
I give him the gold piece and
You're
I
lucky
shake his hand.
your downtime's over, bud, otherwise we'd be having some fucking words.
I hope you forget by 5 episodes from now.
Give him an NPC roll and kill him off right away.
Oh, get the drunk into your quest, Sab. Bring him along.
Okay, so, Rogar Ragnak, you head out from the, by the way, like a gold piece, absolutely standard for, like, paying him, so that's no big deal. If you had paid him, like, 10 gold pieces, he would have been like, whoa, dude, I didn't do that much fucking work. So,
They're like, you're not from around here.
cool. So you head out into the main hall of the Knights of the New Moon's headquarters. Again, many different knights, men, women, dwarves, even Gaiax isn't there, but there is a half-orc amongst them, and a half-elf, 2 half-elves, walking through the crowd. You could roll me a d20, please.
Oh god. Don't trip. It's a 7.
You bump into the largest half-orc you have ever seen.
God.
He is played by Fievel's voice actor. Ness, you are now Groban, the half-orc, and you've just been bumped into by this dragonborn, who you haven't seen here before. Though if he rolls a 20 again, he's going to convince you he's been here forever, so...
Hey, dragon, watch yourself. These muscles don't come out of nowhere.
I don't even know what that means.
What you have to say for yourself?
I apologize.
Yes, you best apologize.
But I don't like your attitude.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't you go cry to the commander?
I thought that was your job.
Okay, so... one sec, let me just roll for that. Yeah, okay, so a couple of the other people that are standing around Groban, the half-orc, go, ooh.
I go, kick his ass!
You're not there, you're actually passed out. Your character, your drunk guy from before.
Wake up. I rolled wake up. 9.
You're not awake. You are still passed out. Out where the out front where they water the horses. So Groban, you just got served, man. What are you gonna do?
You haven't even done anything for this group yet, and you're here flaunting your junk around?
I whip my dick out.
Oh, nice little sausage there. How about you like some bratwurst?
+1 inspiration point for Fievel and Groban.
Yes, yes.
Oh god.
So, you whip your little dick out, now what?
I didn't whip my dick out. It's great.
Yes, you keep that in your pants.
I tell him I've got better things to do.
Yes,
I need
I'm
to
sure
go.
you do. Yes. Maybe hit the gym once in a while.
Say, well, maybe you can show me the way at the gym.
Okay, I flex and I point in the left direction. I say the training guards are that way, little boy.
I turn around and I just walk away.
Yes,
Just
walk
walk
away. How about crowd? Yes. Woo!
Roll the wake up.
Yeah, so I mean, with a 19, the group, like kind of pats Groban on the back, seems pretty happy with him, you know? He's kind of a joker, but he's a big joker, it seems like. That was awesome, dude. Yeah. I don't know if you heard, but +1 inspo for you and Groban.
Sweet.
Not you.
Not you. What the fuck did you do during that? That was cool.
I made a fucking diss.
This guy made a Russian Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was awesome.
It's funny, your sausage.
I didn't even whip it out.
I almost want to give another +1 for bratwurst. That was so fucking funny. Okay. You are headed out of the headquarters for the Knights of the New Moon, taking to the streets. What would you like to do?
Fucking Arnold, fucking...
You know what? No, I head back inside. I'm not done with this yet.
Lifting contest. Can I do a perception check just to see where, like, the majority of homeless people are?
Yeah, for sure. Roll me a d20.
It's a 10.
You know, definitely the main square is where it seems like many of them seem to congregate, but that's not to say that you don't see anywhere you're looking now. In fact, no more than 30 feet from you across the street and a ways... Yeah, across the street, kind of at the entrance or the mouth to an alleyway, you do see what looks to be a fairly, young man, early 20s for sure, that is, huddled on the ground. It looks like he's kind of gnawing at some bread.
Hey, that's my bread. Well, I'll go over to him first.
Okay, so this large black dragonborn kind of walks over to the homeless man. His eyes kind of shift up towards you, and they seem almost fearful.
Give me all your money!
His eyes do seem almost fearful at first. He kind of looks to you, he clenches the bread close to his chest, and he goes, What do you want?
I kneeled down like eye level to him and I said, don't be afraid.
Oh, nice, I like that. He goes,
spit acid in his face.
God, wow, it really is like the angel on the shoulder and the devil, eh? Oh, what a nice thing to do. Spit acid on him.
So
Okay.
there's two devils at the table.
He still kind of looks, at the very least, suspicious of you, as he says, I'm not afraid.
Why are you afraid?
Should be.
I say, I can sense it in your body. You're really afraid.
Just tell me what it is you want. If it's because I can't be here, I'll just go somewhere else.
Get out of Ryberry.
I tell him, well, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help.
How can you help me? I've lost everything.
I say, how did you lose everything?
Tavern, bitches, ale.
He's an alcoholic.
Ah, taverns, bitches, and ale. Okay. So he looks to you and then rolls his eyes and says, you wouldn't believe me if I told you anyway.
So dramatic.
Well, I'm here to listen, so...
It all started a few months ago, I guess. I kept seeing this woman. She was young and beautiful. She was everywhere.
Fine-ass bread lady?
No, not fine-ass bread lady. She's got more of a dumpy look going on. No, I'm just kidding. He says, it was after the first week, I think. She started appearing in my dreams. We talked about things. We did things.
Oh, God.
I knew it wasn't right, but she made it seem like it wasn't wrong. And
Oh, God.
the next thing I knew, I went to the bank to find all my money withdrawn, my property liquidated, all my things, my furniture, my bed sold off and signed away, and it was all gone, and I never saw her again. But you probably think I sound crazy. It was just a dream, right?
That was weird. I asked him what their girl looked like.
He says, like an angel, or perhaps part of her was devil. I can't say for sure what she looked like when I saw her, but in my dreams she had very beautiful, long black hair, and her eyes were deep, you know? Like she knew something.
Fievel with a wig.
Yes, this whole
Stilts
time.
on and a wig. Kick me out of the fucking city, I'll ruin it.
She has a very pale skin, and she walks so elegantly.
You said you could only see this girl in your dreams?
That's not where I saw her first. I saw her on the streets, walking, just like I see you now. But I haven't seen her since.
Can you show me where you last saw her?
Yeah, of course. He stands, he walks a little hunched over. He's obviously, quite cold living on the streets like this, and it's not like he's getting great food either. So he walks to the main road. To the right, you can definitely see the courtyard, and continues left. He heads up into one of the housing quarters, and he points up towards a house which looks to be vacant. He says, that's where I used to live, and the very first time I saw her was from that window. She was standing where you and I stand now.
It's me.
Can I do a perception check just to see if she's possibly around?
Yeah, you can roll me a d20 for sure.
It's a 14.
Okay, so you look around, but you do not see a long, dark-haired, eyes that know too much, beautiful woman that has pale skin.
Damn it. That's my everyday. Perception check for magic.
Yeah, I could do that as well. It's a 13.
You do not sense any magic either. The man is now kind of peering through the windows. It looks like it's fairly dusty inside, and it looks like there are no real possessions inside either. Looks like they're all gone.
Am I able to go in the house?
No, it's actually barred off. Like it's got two planks.
Okay, he can get in. All right.
Okay, I'm not saying
He's
you can't.
Rogar Ragnak.
I'm
Good
not
to me, I'll
saying
rip them
you-
off.
No, you stay in that fucking guild hall, Groban.
Damn it.
Okay. I'm not saying you can't get in, I'm just saying that it's been barred off to prevent people from going in.
Well, I'm gonna look for like a weak spot maybe, just to try and get in.
Yeah, I mean, you could just kick the door down. I mean, you're 300 pounds.
I'm gonna do that, yeah.
Okay, roll me a d20.
I love how your suggestions turn into exactly
15.
Yeah, so you kick the door down, and I'm assuming step inside?
I'm gonna look
push
for-
the homeless guy in.
It's your house.
Here, your house is back. You got it.
Yeah, I'll ask him if he wants to come in with me just to see if he can help me.
He says, but what are you looking for?
The girl.
Your dignity.
I'm telling you, I don't think she would be here.
Well,
But
it
maybe
doesn't
I'm
hurt to
wrong.
look.
Okay, so he walks inside, and he kind of looks around and says, I used to eat breakfast there, by the window.
Me too.
Holy shit, you can't be serious for 5 seconds.
After you left for work, I just sat down and ate the rest of what was left over.
Okay. He says, the bedroom's upstairs. That's where I saw her the most.
Tell him to buy you dinner first.
Yeah, you did. Give him a high five.
Robin, you stay in your fucking guild hall.
That's sick, bro.
Wasn't me.
Okay, I head upstairs.
So heading upstairs, it looks like the only thing remaining of the bed is the bed frame itself, which is made of wood. It doesn't look to be extremely, extravagant, or this guy wasn't well off, right? But the mattress, the dressers, clothes from the closet, everything's gone.
Can I do a perception check just to see if there's anything in like the floor or the roof?
So you want to check for like loose floorboards and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a d20.
It's a 4.
You do not find any loose floorboards.
Yo, I'll give you a tip. If you grab a rock, bring it inside, and you drop it over, guaranteed to work 100% of the time.
I asked him if there's a basement or some sort of like,
An attic.
yeah, an attic, a basement or an attic in the house.
There's just a cellar, but you can only access that from inside. There's no other way in if that's what you're asking.
Damn it. I'll go look in the cellar.
So going down and looking in the cellar, this is where, foods that would need to be kept fairly cool would be kept by this dude. Nothing really left here. Some old potatoes that look pretty rotten. Everything else appears cleared out as well.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Damn.
You could live down there.
You can go back to the scribe, see if he has like a vacant house for sale, and then you purchase it, and then see if this
Whoa.
Play the long
so-called
con.
girl comes for you. You know?
How much does a
That
house
is thinking
cost?
ahead. Look at you go, eh? You know what? +1 inspiration point. Thinking
that's-
mad D&D right now, man.
That's 2 in a night.
This is the most Fievel's got.
Yeah, but I don't want to spend money on a house. And
Oh my lord.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean, he
gonna let
doesn't
you
have
figure
enough
that
money
out.
for a house, but like,
how much is a house?
how much is a house?
Yeah.
I mean, low end. I mean, it depends if you want to rent or you want to buy.
Buy.
And how nice of a house do you want to buy?
High end. You want the
Yeah, let's just say like this one.
Like that one? Ah, you're probably looking at like 20,000-30,000 gold pieces to like buy it outright.
Okay, here's the plan. You invest heavily that 100 gold you got. Okay? 10 to 20 years, you come back. You take that investment out, you buy a bunch of houses, you allow the homeless people to live in them, and then you become a Knight of the New Moon.
Yeah,
20 years from
it's a
now.
long con for sure.
No, just
I wouldn't
go
call
back
it
to the
riveting
guild.
gameplay.
Go back to the guild and see, like,
No, Arnold's back there. He's gonna bully me.
This was Ness's plan all along, was to get him back
I'm
to
really
the
just a
guild
big
hall.
teddy bear.
You could have bought him a beard, he would have been fine.
but like the guild has resources, right? So just see what's available.
Well, I only talked to one homeless guy.
Yeah, just get an army.
Yeah. I asked him if he knows any other clues where she would be. Like, do I have to be asleep to see her?
Well, he told you that he wasn't asleep when he saw her first, but then he was visited in his dreams.
So I have to sleep.
I mean, you could stay overnight in the street. I don't know. No, that wouldn't make sense.
You want me to be homeless?
You have to meet her first.
Well, yeah, you could
before
act
dream
home.
about it.
Like, you could patrol the street, maybe.
Spare some change.
Or ask one of the guards if they've seen a lady like that.
Yeah, I'll head out and talk to more homeless people. See
So
if
you're
it's
heading
the
to
same thing.
the town square?
Yeah.
Okay, so heading to the town square, there are a few homeless people in that alleyway near the bread stand that you were at previously.
Ooh.
There is a older homeless man. He's got kind of black hair that's peppered with gray and white hairs. Fairly longish, well, not longish, more stubby beard. It's just very thick and full. He is kind of resting near the alleyway over from that, and he appears to be alone. It looks like he's smoking something out of a pipe. But he's definitely homeless, because...
Is that weed?
No drugs in my town.
Is that weed? Give me some.
The other homeless guy, he's gone, right?
Yeah, well, I assume that you just told him see you later.
He just kicked his door and then left.
You didn't really end that off, so I just ended it for you.
You're like, I'm gonna help you. Kicked his door. Just said, see.
I approached the old man.
So he looks up to you and goes, "It's your business, boy."
I want to say something mean, but I asked him, I'm trying to figure out the homeless problem in the city. Would you know anything about it?
About why people are homeless?
Yes.
Yeah, in general.
All I know is why I'm homeless, son. Don't know anyone
Why
else's
is that?
story, and I don't care to know what other people do with their lives.
Damn, it's cold-hearted. Well, maybe you can... Can you tell me how you became homeless?
It's a story, that is, but to be honest, it's not one that I care to share, so if you'd kindly fuck off.
Got him.
You know, there's some intimidation going on here. See that bread you're eating? I fucking paid for it.
Well, he's smoking, he's not eating, so...
See that bread you're smoking?
I kneel down in front of him and I say, it's an ongoing problem. I'm just trying to help out. So if you could help me out, it'd be much appreciated.
Alright, listen here, son. You know what I think it was? It's witchcraft, okay? Here's how I know. Blacksmith in this town for 35 years. I make armor for the guards. In my day, I made armor for them. And then, out of nowhere, my money, my property gone. Even my secret stash I kept hidden behind the smelter. It's gone.
Not the schmelter.
Now you know where it is. Go see it.
Secret, not so secret.
Maybe we didn't tell everyone that asked.
Well, no, it's gone, right? So, anyways, I'll tell you, I know it was witchcraft because there was a woman, yeah.
Oh god. I said, did the girl kind of look like an angel and a devil?
Oh, she was hellfire, baby. I know it was wrong. I was married at the time, you know, but she opened my eyes, but kind of...
And your butt.
-1 inspiration point.
Yes. Worth it.
But she had me thinking things. You know, things I know aren't right, especially for a married man. And then acting out on them, you know? And then next thing I know, you know, my wife's leaving me, thinking that I'm messing around on her. And needless to say, after that, with the money gone and the business sold, I didn't even think I had any hand in it, you know? Of course, the guards think you're crazy, because the people at the bank know, you know, you were the one who sold it. But I don't remember it. I couldn't have been that fucking drunk.
Jeez. Well, I asked him, where's the last time you saw this girl?
Saw her in my dream.
Okay.
Where was the first time you saw her?
She came into my shop.
I also
swear.
realized that I asked the question. My bad.
Sorry, I actually honestly just figured that he was going to ask that question anyways.
He just stared at you like he wanted the answer. So.
Yeah, well, that's what he does, right? He's like, well, you can kick the door down. He looks at me. I do that.
I kick it.
I swear that's how they get their magic in you, you know? They meet you. They shake your hand. Ask you to make them a nice dainty necklace, and then bam! You're fucked.
It's like real life. Yeah, that's women.
Oh my.
Well, I think I need to go around the town trying to find this girl.
Yeah, well, good luck trying to find her, because I haven't been able to. And I'll tell you, being homeless, I got a fuck ton of time on my hands.
Well, maybe you can come help me find her, and we'll get
Look,
you
son,
that money back.
I haven't been able to find her in 6 months. What makes you think that you're going to be able to find her overnight?
A little bit of help can't hurt, yeah.
To be honest, I'd rather wallow in misery, if that's all the same to you.
No.
Something to cry about.
Well, if you help me out, we'll be able to figure out your financial problem and...
You sound like a broker. We'll get your financial portfolio in order, and then you'll be set for life.
And you won't be helping yourself out, but you'll be helping others.
Ugh, come on. What are you trying to do? Jerk my tears with that, huh? Fine. You want help? Yeah, sure. I'll look around.
Sweet.
Spread the word to the other homeless people to keep an eye out for a enchantingly beautiful witch. And
Yes,
where should
sir.
I tell them to run to when they find her, if they do?
Fievel.
Either me or...
Well, where the fuck will you be, huh?
Just say, like, meet them in the square.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on.
We'll just meet up in the square.
So you're telling me they find her? You want us to know where she's at? We have to wait till the next time you're in the fucking square?
Okay, burn down the nearest house. What the fuck you want?
So,
I mean, he wants to know where they can, like, send, like, a runner, like, send someone to get you to let them know.
I guess, yeah.
That's all that's
I was gonna say the night's the new moon. Just run
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah, great, perfect. All we need
No, hang on. I like this house idea.
was not complicated. Okay. What would you like to do next?
You can try talking to more homeless people.
Why don't you talk to homeowners?
Homeowners?
Yeah, people who own homes. Maybe they've seen something.
Maybe.
Maybe they're in the process of seeing.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, well,
There are some
Oh.
other homeless people here. A few children who kind of approach you and hold out cupped hands, begging for money.
Give them high
Please, Mr. Dragonborn.
what's my name?
I want them to say please daddy so bad, but I'm not going to make them do that.
I kneel down and I say, how can I help you guys?
We just need some coin to eat.
Okay.
Don't we all?
Yeah, don't we all? God damn it.
Wow, you've already lost your compassion for the homeless people. We're
I
so short into this quest line right now.
I tell them, point out wherever you'd like to eat and I'll be happy to pay.
Over there are skewers of meat. They're only a silver piece each.
Okay, well,
There's 3,000 kids that are asking.
I walk over with them and I say, yeah, pick what you'd like to eat.
So they each pick skewers of beef, just like a small wooden stick with lumps of beef on it, and the man behind the counter kind of expectantly waits for you to pay for it.
Run, kids, run!
I give him, I'll give him 3 silver pieces.
He looks to you and smiles at you, and he says, "Thank you kindly."
So no problem.
Ask them about
Yeah,
that.
I ask him if he's had any dreams about...
The look
About
on my
me?
face should give you all the information you need to know.
Not dreams,
Hello,
but
sir,
I ask
I've
him...
just met. Have
ask
you been
him
having
if-
sexual dreams lately?
About a woman, and then wink at them.
I ask him if he knows anything about the homeless problem.
He looks to you and he says, "Yeah, it's kind of gotten out of hand, it seems, hasn't it? Well, one of the latest to join the ranks is Maria over there. Only started coming around here in around last week. She's been awfully quiet. Maybe you should go talk to her."
Ooh, okay. I thank him and I go over to Marie.
Maria.
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 Yeah.
Sorry, I heard Marie.
Marie, why aren't you responding, Marie?
So, kind of seated, knees brought up to her chest, and kind of a hood halfway up her, it's not completely covering her face, right? It's just up covering the back of her hair. She is by no means an elderly woman. Looks like she's in her mid-20s. She's got brown hair. Looks like she's, had it kind of rough in terms of, like, just circumstance in life lately. Because, don't fucking make that eyebrow shit, Josh. But, she's no doubt a beautiful woman. She quietly looks to you with her blue eyes. And as you obviously approach her and kind of stand in front of her, she looks to you and goes, "What do you want?"
Your money.
I already said that joke. Should have said your hand in marriage.
Yeah, that would have been a really cruel joke.
I've been talking to other homeless people, and I've been trying to figure out what the ongoing problem is. And I was wondering if you could share your story about it.
I'd rather not share my story. If it's all the same to you, Dragonborn.
Case
If you could
closed.
just head on your way. I'm sure there are others who are more deserving of your time.
No, there's not. Trust me.
Got some grumpy old man, some scrawny kid, and I tell her that since you recently became homeless, your information would be really helpful.
I don't know what to say. I was so happy once. My husband and I had a business.
Husband, damn
Husband,
it.
get it.
We lived above our cobbling business for years. He made me feel so happy.
Oh,
But
God,
he
it's a
died
guy
from the
version.
plague
Oh.
over a year ago. And of course, that was hard, but, I made
Single
do.
now.
And I managed. But I didn't feel... Well, it sounds silly, but I didn't feel loved or cared for. Of course, no man would want me since, well, I've been married. I'm not exactly pure anymore. And then, she... It sounds so silly. You wouldn't really understand.
Go on.
I met someone. She made me feel loved and cared for. She
This
told me
again.
she would take care of me, and she made me feel... She made me feel like alive again. But then my business was gone. All my possessions were gone. Every penny from my bank account was withdrawn, and I haven't seen her since.
Well, that's what you get for going against God's word.
My God.
I asked her how long ago did she see the girl, and does she have a name by chance?
I've heard stories of her with the others, but I did know her name. At least the one she told me. Yes, the last time I saw her was a week ago. In a dream, she held me and said goodbye. And she left me with a kiss, but it felt different. Felt wrong. Her name is Namora.
Namor, God of the Sea.
Namora.
No.
Not Namor.
Marie?
Who? Okay. Well,
Go find a mirror, say her name 3 times quickly.
Namora.
Oh, no way, she appears. The quest is over. Congratulations. How does 10,000 XP sound? Does that sound fair?
That sounds
To Tyson,
fantastic.
Yeah, fucking wake up. That's how things work.
I thank her for sharing her story, and
You
I
don't
tell
think
her
ill of me, do you? Maybe
Yes.
I did the wrong thing?
not at all, as it happened to many others.
I know, but... I knew it was wrong, but she just made it seem like it was meant to be, like it was right. What are you planning to do?
I'm planning to figure out how to catch this Namora girl.
Well, be careful.
I will. Don't worry.
She's Namora.
Yeah, what if you're Namora?
Alright, so, armed with a name and some anecdotal evidence as far as what has occurred so far, what would you like to do? Actually, sorry about that. I was about to skip over this part. Super important. You gain 500 XP
Oh, yeah.
for uncovering the truth.
But didn't we all uncover a truth? So shouldn't we all get
No.
500?
Minus 1 more XP for Tyson.
God damn.
I'm
in the negatives.
with all this information, I'm gonna head back to the Knights of the New Moon and go talk to Wilman.
Sorry, what'd you call him?
Wilbur.
Wilman?
Wilmond, yes.
Wait, is it Wilman or Wilmund?
With a D.
With a D.
W-I-L-M-U-N-D, Wilmond.
Okay. There
Okay.
we go.
So heading back inside, it appears that Drunky McDrunkerson has made a round 2. He probably puked and
God.
rallied, and he's
Not
back.
this idiot.
Had a little bit of, upstep something this morning. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Oh,
Okay, so you're just trying to walk past him as quick as possible. Can you
Yeah.
roll me another d20, please?
Damn it. 10?
So you kind of sidestep the super drunk. What did we say your character's name was again? Fuck, I forget. Anyways, you sidestep him very quickly, and you almost run into Groban, but you don't this time. He still notices you, and still looks down at you, and opens up the conversation.
Little pig.
Sorry, what did you say, Groban?
Little pig.
As he walks by.
Groban, leave my new friend alone. He's gonna drink with me one of these days.
You drunkard, get out of my sight.
Groban, you don't mean that, buddy.
Why don't you go pour ale all over yourself just like you pissed yourself last night?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm such a small little restraint for telling secrets. They're just so delicious.
Holy shit.
Groban. You broke my trust, Groban.
Man, I was trying to make these guys like super refined and cool, like, you know, like they've actually got like some heart and courage, and, you know, but now they're just drunks and.
It seems like idiots are part of these clans.
Well, you're the one trying to join.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess every group's got to have its little ugly duckling, right? Like Josh.
Yeah.
It's also got to have its steroided out duckling, like Groban. Okay, what would you like to do now? You're gonna go talk to Wilmond?
Yep.
Okay, so heading into his office, it is later in the day, almost closer to evening now. So lamps are lit, and they kind of illuminate the entirety of his little study or library. He looks up from a very large book, which he seems to be poring over. There is a pipe on a little tray that is still smoking, has some fumes kind of rolling off of it. And he also has a glass of what looks like some cognac or some liquor. He looks up at you and he says, "You're back. And how was the day with the less fortunate of Ryberry?"
Solved it. Next.
I tell him I found some important information you might like.
Oh, I have no doubt that I'll like it. Would you like to take a seat?
Indeed.
So you take a seat, he says, "Smoke."
No, I don't smoke, sorry.
Only when I drink.
"Drink," he says then. "Can I offer you
Sure.
one?"
Only when I
Yeah.
smoke.
I'll have a... What drink is he offering?
So he pulls out a decanter from a drawer in the bottom right of his desk. It is some pretty fine glass, and inside is this amberish liquid. He pours you out a glass and says, "You'll enjoy it, trust me."
Perfect. I take the glass.
So taking a couple sips, it's quite warm and has a very rich aroma to it, very aromatic, right? Very nutty. He takes a sip and says, as he kind of like not snuggles, you know, but just like settles himself into his, I don't know why I said snuggles.
I like snuggling too.
He cuddles. We'll let him in here.
He settles into his armchair and he says, "So, tell me the tale, Dragonborn."
The past couple of weeks, the homeless people have been seeing a girl in their dreams, and in person as well, when they own their businesses. And this girl's name is Nomura. I'm not sure if this helps you, or you've heard of this name before.
Sorry, you said they see her in person and in their dreams.
Yes.
And you know her name is Nomura for sure.
Yep.
Cross-reference it with one person. Well, check.
Okay, so they see her in her dreams, but how do they go from being prosperous business owners to being homeless?
Well, apparently she just takes all the money away. Some sort of witchcraft, I believe.
Witchcraft. Nomura. He takes a moment, he stands, kind of sways for a moment, as you can tell he's had some
You're drunk?
fair amount to drink. He walks over to one of his collections, taps his fingers along the books of many different kinds of bindings, and he pulls one off the wall. He flicks through the pages and he says, "Nomura, that's a demonic name."
Oh,
well,
God.
it doesn't mean it's a demon necessarily, but it has demonic origin, right? I mean, could be looking at any number of things. Can't be a ghost, because, I mean, it wouldn't look like a human during the daytime.
I tell him it's a cross between an angel and a devil, they said.
They said those words. Cross between an angel and a devil?
Yeah.
So beautiful, then.
Yes. Pale skin.
Well, that's not good.
And why is that?
It sounds like they're describing a succubus.
Oh boy. I ask him what a succubus is.
Suck. Your bus.
Go on. I can explain it. Does anyone else want to kind of give some helpful hints on what a succubus is? Come on, you guys have to know.
Sucks all the life out of you.
And what I can kind of like get from it is that it's able to take form of other beings. Well, it's just some like ugly fucking, I don't know, spleen.
So it could be like a
creature,
a hag, but disguised as someone else, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. And it feeds on emotions
And sex.
and sex.
So, okay. Awesome job, guys. Way to not hit all the important points of what a succubus is.
I got it.
Okay.
She's pale.
So, Wilmond walks over and grabs yet another volume. This one darker, bound in black leather, and it has an opal kind of inset with silver into the front of the very large book. He flips through the pages until he turns the book around, pushes it towards you. Taking a large swig from his glass, he says, "That," as he points down, his finger tapping on the page, "is a succubus." And in front of you, picture of a beautiful woman. And at her opposite, also of a beautiful man. It says, "Don't be confused, the boy's an incubus. It's different than a succubus." He says succubi inhabit typically the lower planes. And, they can be found in the service to many different kinds of demons, fiends. But that doesn't mean they have to be working for one. Sometimes they go off on their own. But, they're corruptors, you see. It appears in ethereal form, passing through walls, lurking in people's dreams, tempting them with pleasures. And they are tempted to give into their darkest desires, into taboos, into forbidden appetites. And then, once they are tempted, they think of these acts, and then they carry them out and they do them, and in doing them, their souls become corrupted and in essence become forfeit to her. You see what I'm saying? If she wants to, she could take their very souls.
But why doesn't she?
Okay, so are you asking that question, or is...
My name's
why
Stab
doesn't
now.
she?
Why isn't she?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I mean, maybe she wants to avoid detection. A bunch of dead bodies turning up could probably hinder whatever it is she's got going on. It's not in their nature not to. I mean, because that's the end game for them. Once they've corrupted the soul, they've gotten all the pleasure they can out of it, they then perform their deadly kiss.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck.
Deadly kiss?
True love's first kiss.
What's the deadly kiss do?
The recipient of the fiend's kiss gains no satisfaction from it, my friend, only pain, and the profound emptiness that the fiend imparts. The kiss is nothing short of an attack, to be honest, and usually delivered as a final farewell before the fiend escapes. And most of the time, it is the final act before the tainted soul plummets down into the lower planes.
Oh god.
Why she's not killing them, I don't know. Maybe it's to avoid detection. That's really all I can think of at this point. But I don't have as much information as I'd usually like. This is speculation, by the way. I'm not, don't go running around telling people we have a succubus on our hands.
Succubus!
Guys!
It's the last
Alert the
thing
town
I need.
guards.
It's the last
Okay.
thing we need,
Ask him how long the person would have.
Before dying?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, ask him how long the person has before dying with the last kiss.
If they are given the kiss,
Yes.
then yes, their soul is forfeit. Gone.
Oh boy.
Right away, or does it take time?
No, right away.
Oh.
But that girl was still there.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying is perhaps she wasn't given the final kiss, you know what I'm saying?
No, she was.
She can be kissed, and then there can be the final kiss, Like, it just
Okay.
doesn't- not every
No.
kiss is the final kiss.
It was the final kiss, trust me. I know final kisses.
I watched.
Fievel's just over the town wall watching.
Okay. So, Rogar Ragnak, you gain 500 experience points for uncovering the mystery of the homeless epidemic. Where you go from here, a big question. What will happen next? But that is where we'll be leaving it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Next on the Dicey D20, Rogar Ragnak will decide
Fight the succubus.
what he's going to be doing with this succubus.
Fall
Yeah, for sure.
in love.
Or fall in love with her, yeah.
Become a homeless person. Tyson
Yeah,
McKay Come to the rescue!
I only have 122 gold pieces, so she could have it.
And your soul?
I don't have one anymore.
Oh my god. Ever since the children?
It got dark.
I gave away those kids, okay?
Fievel doesn't have a soul.
Yeah, we'll lure Fievel, and then...
Fievel's soul is Jack Bauer. It lives on the outside of him.
Okay.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure bringing you the Dicey D20 podcast. My name is Noah, your DM. Be sure to like, subscribe, check us out on Podbean. We have a website there, The World of Norian. You can always support us on Patreon, the Dicey D20. Super helpful there, guys. Big shout out to all the people who are helping us out on Patreon to bring you this super cool content. T-shirts, merchandise, mugs, hats, sweaters, crew necks, all available on Teespring, all at lower prices than our previous site, so definitely give that a check.
And we just put up Tyson shirts. I didn't tell anyone.
Really? We put up Tyson shirts? Man,
Yeah,
that's
we
sick.
did.
Oh.
Forgot to tell you guys.
What do they look like? What's the vibe?
It's Tyson's face as, you know, that just spitting, right? His face.
Tyson's. I think we could have sold that better. Tyson's a pretty good looking dude.
I mean, it's got him with those glasses on. It looks pretty cool.
Tyson humping fire. It's pretty sick.
Nope.
Oh man, and then a bunch of like kindling, like the babies are at the bottom.
That would be lit, and that's what you should write on the bottom.
That should be the thing.
Get off the podcast. No,
Anyways.
our good friend of the podcast, Shane Kirkham, you may know him from the Nat 20 podcast. He created it. So
Nice.
shout out to him.
Man, he's got bangers going on. He's got the Fievel shirt. He's got the Tyson shirt.
Yeah, he's terrible at podcasting though.
All right, before we say any more bad
Just
shit
kidding,
about
Shane. I love you.
ladies and gentlemen, whether it was morning, evening, noon, or night, I want to say thanks so much for listening to the Dicey D20. My name is Noah, and have a fantastic week till we see you again. Cheers.
This is thy final kiss. Goodbye. Lots of tongue. All background music and audio comes from Tabletop Audio. If you're running your own campaign, visit tabletopaudio.com to find music for any situation.